There's me. That is a lot of lag. I need to see if I can be heard. Alrighty, let's see. Hello? How are you? What's new? Alrighty. Hello? Oh, there we are. How are you? What's new? I think we need some more volume on that. I think we need more volume. Let's see what we got over here. Hello? Oh, there we are. How are you? What's new? I think we need some more volume on that. I think we need more volume. Let's see what we got over here. Hello? Oh, there we are. All right, let's... How are you? All right, how do we turn up the volume? I don't know how to turn up the volume. I don't even know what I'm doing and I'm hitting buttons. Huh. All right. Huh. All right. Huh. All right. Do you hear the sound loop? Huh. I always get a kick out of that. I always get a kick out of sound loops. Do you hear the sound loop? Huh. I always get a kick out of that. I always get a kick out of sound loops. Do you hear the sound loop? I always get a kick out of that. I always get a kick out of sound loops. Do you hear the sound loop? I always get a kick out of that. I always get a kick out of sound loops. Okay. I always get a kick out of sound loops. Did that work? That did work. Okay. Um, this is entirely too quiet, isn't it? Did that work? That did work. Okay. This is entirely too quiet, isn't it? Did that work? That did work. Okay. This is entirely too quiet, isn't it? I guess I'll wait and see if another person comes. Did that work? If another person comes, I will see how quiet it is or isn't. This is entirely too quiet, isn't it? I guess I'll wait and see if another person comes. If another person comes, I will see how quiet it is or isn't. I can always tip this down a little. But I don't like it being visual. But that's just silly, isn't it? I mean, visible. If another person comes, I will see how quiet it is or isn't. I can always tip this down a little. But I don't like it being
Look
visual.
at the bingo wings.
That's just silly, isn't it?
I could play bingo.
I mean, visible. If another person comes, I will see how quiet it is or isn't. I can always tip this down a little.
All right, let's see if that's better. Boy, you can only see a tiny bit. Look at the bingo wings.
That's just silly, isn't it?
I could play bingo.
I mean, visible. If another person comes, I will see how quiet it is or isn't. I can always tip this down a little.
All right, let's see if that's better. Boy, you can only see a tiny bit. Look at the bingo wings.
That's just silly, isn't it?
I could play bingo.
I mean, visible.
All right,
Oh.
let's see if that's better.
I
Boy, you
haven't
can
said
only see
anything.
a tiny bit. Look at the bingo
Okay,
wings.
let's try this. Let's try this. What are we going to do? Let's take a look and see how our boards from yesterday turned out. How did the boards from yesterday turn out?
All right,
Oh, I'm going to switch scenes. I
Boy,
haven't
you
said
can only
anything.
see a tiny bit. Look at the bingo
Okay,
wings.
let's try this. Let's try this. What are we going to do? Let's take a look and see how our boards from yesterday turned out. So I am the only person watching my show currently. And I want to switch scenes to this one. Wait, where's my camera? My camera is over on the kitty bed rather than on the working area. Okay, let's take a look at this. That's a little too close, isn't it? This is only a test. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. If this were a real crafting emergency, you should follow directions and be safe. All right, let's take a look at how these turned out. This is not the view I want. This is the view I want of my own thingy. So, no, actually this isn't either. That's way too leggy. Let's try this view for me. What if I do that? For now. I think that works for me because I can see what I'm doing. And let's try to get the camera straight. Wow, it's actually pretty straight. Okay.
Okay. So there is the first masterboard I did yesterday. Number 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. It's funny, you can still see the toys behind it. I didn't know how that would turn out. I'm not going to worry about it too much because once this is cut up and stuff is added, it's not likely to be an issue. We'll see, I guess. I usually cut my, I usually cut my tags from the back side so I can't overstress about where I make the cuts and such. But in this case, I think I'll make sure that I cut the first tag anyway so that I don't cut her up because that would just not be nice. Okay, and then there's that one. That might be the last one. It is. I thought so. So today is a practice run of Let's Do Brunch. We're going to do a Let's Do Brunch, I think. And I don't know if it'll be every Sunday or just the first Sunday of the month or the last Sunday of the month. Maybe since this is a practice run, I'll do it the last Sunday of every month, starting this month. And this will just be trying to remember how to do this streaming business. Whoops. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we are. Yeah, so I need practice. I also could do things like set up scenes and sources and properties and learn how to do the fun stuff when you're streaming, which wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm wondering if maybe Christy might be available to help me out, because apparently she learned how to do this at some point. Also, learn how and why Discord is important to continue this. But I can use this opportunity to say what got done in the month and what's going to happen in the next month and how did I do at my panning project. So the only panning project I have going so far is Love My Makeup. The Love My Makeup project by Mandy in real life. Mandy IRL. And it's just 3 items for 10 uses. And I restarted it, 2 or 3 months ago, and I still don't have my 10 uses in. I am not doing my schedule the way I should, and it means that I am not doing great at some of the self-care steps that should really be in place. And I'm a misbehavior from way back. What do you want, you know? Maybe by the actual Let's Do Brunch on the 28th, maybe I'll get in my 10 uses, because that's a couple weeks away. I've got 14 more attempts to do some more. Actually, it's 3 weeks away. I have plenty of time to finish those up. It would be fun to finish those up and then jump onto something new. So I can update the panning project. I can update crafting, how my schedule's going, what I'm getting done, what I'm not getting done, what's going to happen in the next month. The rest of this month is going to be spent doing just the bits. It's Junk Journal January month. Meg Journals? Gosh, I should really learn how to remember stuff or document it so I can pull it out for, videos. But there's a young lady who does this super cool thing called Junk Journal January, and it's got prompts and people make stuff, and it's really cool. I wanted to do it, but I actually have something else I should do. So I'm following along with what other people are doing in Junk Journal January to maintain some inspiration and some immersion into the art of junk journals. And I'm just kind of doing my own thing. I'm trying to get a large stock of bits and pieces that go into journals because I have so many journals I want to make. So many, it's ridiculous. I don't even know what to say. I have so many. You know what? I am on the wrong channel here. I need to be on this channel. There we go. And I don't want top chat. I want live chat. In case anybody comes in, I need to know that you're here. And I'm going to do OBS on top because I don't like seeing the lag. It drives me nuts. I'd rather see what I'm doing in my time and read in your time. Does that make sense? I think it does. So a practice run, people aren't likely to show up because it's not even, it's not even posted. I did say it in a video. So that if anybody happened to watch that video, but I might have said like 11 o'clock Central Time. So I think I'm an hour late to my own party. That would not surprise me. But this is Sunday brunch. If you are in the mood, mimosa up. Here is Sunday brunch. I don't know that I will post live replays to my channel. I actually wish somebody was here right now watching because that would be super cool to hear some feedback about why or why not to do posting of lives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I only got 8 done. That's not a lot. But I think while we're sitting here, trying to read this little message off to the side. It says, moderation helps everyone feel safe. To build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers, choose who can participate. Set a delay between messages. Hide or put people in timeout. Manage messages held for review. Add moderators to your channel. I will be adding a moderator to my channel, although I'm not entirely sure I can trust him. So the reason I say that and I laugh is because it's my son. And there are a couple of reasons I can't trust him, because if he were to be a monitor on my channel, he would, number one, he has a pretty foul mouth. And he would accept far more stuff than I ever would. And number two, he wouldn't pay attention. This isn't interesting to him. And he has some stuff going on, and he would be gaming with his friends on the side. And even if there were shenanigans in my channel, he wouldn't know. So, I mean, maybe he's not the best choice. So, okay, I might do a whole page of the Your Creative Studio packaging paper. So, obviously, I don't want Your Creative Studio logos in my journals. But the other pictures are kind of cute. And this could be a decent background. So, I think I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a try because I like to use, I mean, that's the point, right? That's why it's called a junk journal, because you're turning junk into treasures. Or what would ordinarily be junk anyway. Whoops. That's kind of a big fat mess already. Oh, that's my favorite way to be. A giant mess. Glue and color and glitter. Okay, I don't like the glitter part. But the big fat mess, yeah. I love it. All right, that looks good. That's a lot of glue. Let's see how that does. So, I'm just going to finagle a bit. Tuck this in right here. And roll it down the page. And then let's trim this and see what we got. So far, my ideas for Junk Journal January, my own personal prompts, right, are not working for me very well because I'm too disorganized. That does not surprise me because my studio is a mess. My supplies are all over my studio and the adjoining room. And I keep forgetting where I put my list of things I want to do. And, oh, here's the biggest reason. I'm avoiding the things I don't really want to do. Big surprise. Big surprise. There are some aspects of making journals that are less fun than other aspects. If I could just make the bits and pieces forever, I would be happy as a clam. But, you know, you gotta make the book covers, and you gotta cut the pieces, and you gotta, I mean, there's stuff. There's stuff involved, and it's not all the, I just wish it was just the pieces I like. If I could make sets of tags, pockets, envelopes, cards, etc. to put in journals or to make journals and sell those. I would do that till the cows come home. And I have no cows, so that would be a long time. So obviously, if you were watching that, you saw that I had some trouble cutting the edges, and I have an exposed edge there and down here. It doesn't matter, and looks like a little bit up there too. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna glue other pieces on. This is the background to my background. Lots of background going on. So now the question is, what are we gonna put on here? Well, I was kind of thinking. Let me go under. I got piles of bits and pieces over here. I was kind of thinking this might be an opportunity to use pieces I'm not otherwise using. For instance, these strips. Not this, because I am using that. I could always add this here. I'll tip a little bit. This pile right here is all the bits and pieces and cut-offs from yesterday's page creation. So I could always do that. But under there is stuff like these. I'm not using these littler things at all. And certainly after the cards are cut from the master boards, these are the kinds of things that would go on there. But more likely of things that would go on the cards and tags that are cut from master boards will be the pieces from whatever digital kit I might be using, or whatever I've collected for a particular theme. That's what would go on there. So I'm less likely to use these, but they need a home. So this is also your creative studio stuff. And couldn't we just make whole boards out of these? And definitely whole boards out of the background paper plus these. I mean, of course we could, right? Look at, this stuff could easily go on there. Is this whole thing the same? No, it's not. Where's the repeat? There's a repeat. Yeah, that is the repeat. Okay. So there's actually quite a few of each design. Let's see how many designs there are. Right there. 2. Three. 4. Oh my goodness. There are 5 designs. It looks like there's 5. 5 different designs. So we could easily make a whole board just with this. But I don't like the way this looks with this. I don't like the way these particular things work with this. So this is not what I want to use. And I don't think I want to use this either, because this is... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong. That's why I open it and look, because you don't know. I thought this was little stickers, and I don't want to fuss with stickers right now. But these are just little tags and little label-y kinds of things. So yeah, we could totally use some of these. I'll set that right there. Can I get this all in the picture? No. Okay, so it's going to have to be off to the side. I'll put the stuff that we're going to use right there. We'll move Ursula over. We don't really need her here at all, but she insists on watching. Then there is this. This is an absolutely should use, because there's tons of stuff that goes with this page in there. There is likely to be some things in here. And I don't know about this pile. I'm going to go through this pile quick and see. No, 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 maybe, maybe, probably, probably, maybe, maybe, probably, probably, maybe, maybe, probably, probably. I kind of like this game. This is a silly game. I love this strip right here. Not usually my cup of tea, and I'm loving it anyway. All right, so I'm not going to use these for this page. I like to narrow down a little bit. Otherwise, I'll just sit and try to make choices for hours. It's ridiculous. So now, anytime you're collaging, right, you want to start with the biggest pieces first. In this case, my biggest piece is the background that I put on here, and my next biggest piece is either this or this. I'm kind of thinking these take up a similar amount of space. So it's really just a matter of the space I'm trying to fill and what I like better. I think I'll take this one right off the top. I like it. And I think I'll assume that I'm going to fill this top corner with it. And I think for this page, am I going to cover the whole? I wanted some of the Your Creative Studio paper to show through, and now I'm thinking I want to fill the whole page in rectangles. You know what? Here, this is just like me, but I'm not going to do this page because I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to think about it. I will think about it. But let's turn the page and take out 3 more. Well, that didn't tear out very nice. And I will actually even scoot my little garbage pile over so I can have these for glue pages right now. I want to fill a whole page, a whole master board with rectangles, and then maybe put these shapes on top of that. So let's see. Let's see how that goes. I kind of like this idea because it might use up a lot of stuff. And Your Creative Studio is lovely. I love getting the boxes, but it does give you a lot of very similar bits and pieces. I think I will put this in the opposite corner because it's a little bit darker, and I like darker stuff at the bottom because it makes them feel weighted, which makes no sense when you're going to cut stuff out anyway. Oh well. So let's see. Let's see here. Now what? Not this one. I don't like the way this one looks. I think because these have, you know what, I think, so I chose all these based on this yellowish, orangish kind of background, and now I'm not using it, but I'm still in the same, I'm still feeling the same kind of thing. Let's try, maybe we do one of the long ones down here and one of the long ones up here. And then we work to fill in from there. don't like those anymore. Yeah, I think I'll just do this because I'm not really sure how I want to proceed, right? So getting some nice edges to start with is always good for me. Almost always. Sometimes when you have a piece that's too big, you can cut it out just like I did, right? Yeah, let's do this. Okay, and we'll get this other edge in, and I can just glue right on this page. Nicely done. Let's see. Whoops. What? Right on this page. I am so still watching. Why am I not being counted? What? All right, well, whatever. Okay, here we go. Whoa. All right. So the little stall in placing that got it super, super sticky. The glue started to dry, and now I've got it a little bit off the page. I will trim that later, but I didn't realize how fast that got sticky. Lovely. Let's see what's next. So now we got to fill in. And I might just build out more from the center. I don't want that one. I don't like that one. That one's stupid. I don't like those. We'll throw those over there. I don't like that one. Or that one. Or that one. Or that one. Oh, I kind of like this one. Let's do this one. And this one. And there we go. There we go. Oh, nope, I don't want that there. I think I want this one here. So I didn't put this one over here because they are a similar darker shade, and this one's really all green and this one's like 90% that dark, same dark green. So I'm just trying to mix the shades up a little bit. Let's put a center thingy here-ish. So definitely centered on the page, but staggered with the other rectangles. Seems good. Rawr. There's a bunch of stuff for this stock up time that I'm not doing videos for or live for because they're just not interesting. I'm going to be cutting a lot of boxes, envelopes, chipboard pieces, and then I will cover the chipboard pieces in papers or in fabrics. That's not that interesting. Ooh, this is neato. Let's do this one. Let's do this one right here. Okay. What am I saying? I was saying words and now they're gone. Oh, one of the things I want to do a video on, and I don't know how interesting it is to watch, but I'll do a little video on it at least, is wax seals and the ways to color wax seals. Because I have some of the coolest wax seals and I just want to get those used up. Well, I don't want to get them used up. I want to get them used. And it's fun to have a bunch of them ready to go. What else? Oh, beading. Like getting some bulb pins or paper clips or I don't even know what, you know, all the different things we can put beads on. Getting some of those ready with some basics. That it's not that that's not interesting, because those are some of the prettiest things, I think, but not very fun to watch, and I am so slow at it. But some of the things that are coming up in video form will be some of the stuff that you see from other people, but, you know, it's good to see different methods of doing the same thing. It's good to see different styles of the same thing, so you start to learn how to adapt it to your own style and your own ideas. So I will be doing things like envelopes and cards and tags and well, like these master boards and hidden paper clips. Hopefully Louisa Heinzel will watch my hidden paper clips, because I'm going to tell numbers and easy methods of making super cute hidden paper clips. But I know what she means. It's hard to get your head around. But I'm going to make it stupid easy for her and for anybody else, because I have numbers. All right, that's a little silly, but I like being a little silly, so maybe I need another skinny bit. So, I did say that I wanted to do this all in rectangles, at least the under part. I might use these, which you can see are round and oval and stuff on top, and look at weird shape for April. But I want to fill in more of this stuff, right, that's open. This is where things can hang over the edge and you trim them later. But you want to do things like that, like make sure. Here, I'll use this one instead. This one makes more sense. So if I were to use this one and I wanted that bird on the page, I can't use it here because then the bird is chopped off, but I can use it down here because then just some of the stuff the bird is sitting on is chopped off. So I'm actually going to do just that. I'm going to put this one down here in this little spot. There are no guarantees because of the way I cut up tags. Oh! Well, hello there! I was noticing that too. My volume is very low. I don't know why. I'm going to try to fix it. And you tell me if I get any better. How are you? What are you doing? Where are you? Okay, okay. Okay, so is the volume any better right now? Is the volume any better? Are you home? Oh, that looks like the volume is actually worse. Well, crap. It's a little better. So I can't see that anything is working on my microphone. I'm not sure why. I'm not real happy about this. Oh, okay, I just learned a thing. Okay, there's my microphone. It is all the way up, though. Let's see if it's using the right thing. Okay. Oh, well, is it any better now than it was, a second ago? Um, oh, oh, it's the same. Okay. Um, okay. Oh, look at that. How about now? I wonder if this is new because I don't remember ever having to do this. This is stupid. All right, I will turn it up even more. Oh, I forgot to hit close. Okay, well, here it comes. A little more better? Is it any little more better? I don't remember having to do that. I'm going to move on and start gluing some stuff. I'm going to glue this little birdie right here. So, what's new and wonderful? I wonder if this is just too much. Like, if I add part of this to the bottom and part of this to the top, I'm at least repeating the color. I don't think it's too much. I'm going to cut this in half and use it. So this one will go up here, and I'll just leave a little edge off so I can trim it. I think this feels like it's a sticker. Okay. Let me know. Because today is only a trial. Just to see if I can figure out how to do streaming. So if I can learn a bunch, that would be awesome. And it was a sticker, but now it's too transparent under there. Okay. I think I know what to do though, because I still want to use this. So I'm going to stick it to a different piece of paper first. And then stick this piece of paper to the collage. Oh, yeah. Oh, a delay in the sound? Or just a delay between your computer and your TV? I honestly can't figure out why the volume is causing a problem. There's a couple of different things that could be happening. One is that I know that there's an update to the streaming software I use. And two, it looks like there's a feature that I didn't know about because I never had to do it before. So something new could have come along in a different update and I didn't realize it. Oh, yeah, between devices. That makes sense. That makes sense. So I'm hoping that I can figure out the streaming and do some fun tricks and figure out this sound problem, because this really bugs me. Oh, okay. So I'll wait until I get some other, I won't change anything more until I get some more feedback from other people and find out kind of what the general consensus is. But what I was saying is I'm going to try to do, like I used to do Wine With Me Wednesday. I think I'm going to do a different one at least once a month. I don't know if I might do it more, but either on the first Sunday or the last Sunday of the month, I might do, let's do brunch. The biggest part of the Wednesday group, which I loved Wine With Me Wednesday, so it might come back someday, right? But the biggest part of the group that I hung out with on Wednesdays is now employed during that time period. So they can't come then anymore. So I'm thinking, oh, is that on the TV? You have to scroll around to be able to chat? All right, let's do that. Cut it out again, and this one will go on the bottom. Anyway, so today is a test run for Let's Do Brunch. So I was basically just sitting here talking to myself till I saw you show up. So on your computer, do you have your, I think if you have it on default view, you can see live chat on the side. Do you have it on default? Or if you scroll down and click on the word comments, it should put them on the side. Oh, I cut the birdie's beak off. No. Move that flour over. There we go. Okay. Gosh, I'm just so itchy. Okay. So just a few more spaces to fill. These little squares and this big square-ish. And then we'll look at those little pieces and see. I don't like any of those. I don't want fish. I don't want whatever that plant is. It's ugly. Those butterflies are nasty looking. Oh, that was judgmental. I'm sorry, butterflies. I didn't mean to judge. Crystals. I don't mind bugs, but I don't like these clusters of bugs they have. You can't really... It gets too muddy. And now we're back at the beginning. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're back at repeats. And I don't think I want to repeat. I can use this one now, though. I feel better about this one than I did before. I don't want it like that, though. I think I'll do it there. And leave the open space over here. Oh. Okay, it's just weird having to watch a YouTube stream on 2 different devices at the same time so that you can chat and hear. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so now you should be able to chat easier. I think I'm going to cut off these little bits so that I can use them to fill in the empty squares. Because you sure don't need anything fancy in those tiny spots. Got one over here. And one over here. Yep, we'll do that. Well, I'm glad you did sit down for a break because now I have some company. At least for a minute or two. I heard you were up here. What was it? A few days ago anyway. Because I believe you stopped at my mother's house. Did you do anything exciting while you were here? All right, now I'll take a strip I don't particularly care about, and this is definitely one that's not all that exciting, and I'll fill in that spot and that spot with it. And this feels like another sticker, so I might have to do some more double backing. Yep, sure is another sticker. Oh, okay, Wednesday. And I get you for 3 or 4 minutes? Then I suppose you have to go put all this stuff away. You really need to find a chiropractor closer to home. Are there none down there? or just none that you care for. I mean, that's the trick, isn't it? Finding ones that know what you're doing, listen, and that you like. It's also tricky. So that or down farther. I think I like it down farther. I started a trend that was all up, all in the same staggered direction. I don't like that, so I'll change it up. Pull it down a little instead. I need to open my tacky glue because this is sticking up. That would be a problem later. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure that is tricky. So, I mean, the next best thing is find somebody who maybe doesn't know but is willing to learn, right? So maybe they don't know yet, but if they're willing to learn and study with you, that might be worth it. I mean, that doesn't essentially make you a guinea pig, but I don't know, worse things have happened, you know? I can't get the sticker paper off this one. It's being stubborn. Come on. There we go. I think I got it. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, you can do it. It's not ideal, but if at least you could have somebody close to home for when you can't get up here and you need something, you know? So tell me more about, you said Jim had more stuff for me. And I don't remember what you said, but I'm terribly intrigued. And now that I have you here for a minute, tell me what it was you said. Was that more pictures or more letters? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're trying to learn something, I guess mistakes are going to happen. I mean, not that severe would be good. Good grief. Good grief, man. No good. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. That is exciting. Okay, so now this whole page is done. I will trim off these extra bits and move on to something else. Whoops. I happen to know that a couple of the pieces I put on here are sticker paper that I didn't pull the backing off of. And I'm wondering if that's going to cause problems later. I guess I'll find out somewhere down the line. No, mistakes should not paralyze a person. Absolutely not. There's a limit, Debbie. There's a limit to how far your teaching should go, right? Yeah. Good grief. Good grief, man. That's ridiculous. That's had to be terribly no fun. All right, so now I thought I was going to move on to a different page, but I forgot I wanted to add ovals. Let's see if we can pick some ovals to go here. I don't like to put people in my stuff. I could put a not oval. Maybe I'll put a not oval. I suppose I could add some pink because I got this dark pinkish orange color. Again with the not oval. Oh, I could add another birdie. So if this birdie survives, he could have a birdie friend. No, I don't like that bird. So that wasn't very nice. Jeez. I don't want that either. I don't want strawberries. I don't want that lady. Are there any butterflies on here? No, I'll save the butterflies for something else. There's another dark red orange color. Maybe I add that down here. Let's see what you having to say. Wow, that sounds like a big gathering. Was that one at your house too? Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't finish reading. Oh, that's cool. That sounds fun. There's some birds. Looks like I'm adding quite a bit of red to this one. I don't know what's going on there, but I don't want that anyway. I don't want it to be April. And that's another bird, but it's so bad you can hardly tell. All right, I guess that's all I'm going to add. It's not much, but it's a little something just to see if I like doing this. This is all really new for me. This is not kind of how I would usually create a master board. So this one will be a challenge for me. You couldn't survive another one at your house? Did it take every spoon you had? Or was it just too chaotic? Or what? I can imagine. I mean, I don't know how big or little your house is. It seems like the space would be big enough. But I know having everybody in your house is just, ugh. I mean, just the amount of people can be an energy drain, right? Okay. There's that one. Are these all stickers? They are, aren't they? Good grief, man. The best way to get the backs off stickers that I have found is with Scotch tape. And I am all out of tape. So, I mean, I could use washi tape, right? But it doesn't really stick enough. But I might pull one out and try it because it's sitting right there. So I might just give it a shot. Let's try it. This orange checked washi tape. See if it helps enough. Yeah, I didn't think so. Washi tape is just not sticky enough for this kind of job. Ah, there we go. I won anyway. You think you used another month, a whole month's worth? Yeah. Did you watch my zebra talk that came out today? I talked about how you can drop your spoons and overspend and I confessed that I think a lot of times I just lose my spoons. I have no idea what happened to them, but they're gone. Yeah. Yep. You should not overspend your spoons. It's a bad situation. It's a very bad situation indeed. Good grief. Just glue everywhere. I'm a giant gluey mess. 16. Really? That's a lot of peeps in the house. That is a lot of peeps in the house. You know, next time you're in this area and you stop up at my place for a visit, we should try to remember that you talked about wanting to learn cribbage, because we should go ahead and we should do that. Don't forget your mom and Chuck. They're important. Oh, okay. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I can't imagine having 18 people in the house. Just the presence of that much energy would make me exhausted, you know? Let alone having to clean the house and cook the food and what have you. Did everybody bring something to eat? Like, was it a potluck kind of thing? And if it was, who brought the best thing? You've lost, yeah, I've lost my spoons in the back of the store too. Like the farthest point away from my vehicle, right? Like in the back of the store, you go, I had my spoons a minute ago. I had my spoons just a second ago. I don't know where they went. I wonder if there will come a point where either you or I or any of the other zebras we know are a little old lady and, you know, we're starting to lose reality and we'll be in a store and somebody will come up and say, what's wrong? And we'll say something like, I've dropped all my spoons. I don't know where my spoons are. I need my spoons. And then not be able to further explain. Barbie wins with bacon wrapped hot dogs. Such a simple thing and such a classic. All right. So those are the people that missed it? Stevie, Jake, Danny, Michelle, and Sid. Right. Just sit there and scream, spoons! And then nothing else comes out. Can you imagine? Oh my God. I can't even imagine. Yeah, my favorite, dark humor. It'll be hilarious. It will be hilarious. Too bad we won't be with it enough to enjoy the humor part. But hopefully somebody else will have a sense of humor in dealing with us. That's my wish. That if I have to be taken care of by anybody in the future, all I wish is for that person to have a sense of humor about all the goofy crap that happens when you're old. Oh, I would imagine so. I mean, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. I don't know how many servings there are supposed to be in a 17-pound turkey, but that number does not, the fact that they ate it all doesn't surprise me. I mean, the part that's sad about that, of course, is that there are little to no leftovers, and leftover turkey is one of the most amazing things about the autumn season. Yeah, I've had a lot of people ask me if there's something wrong and if I need help. It's a little embarrassing. And I'm actually just fine, but I think sometimes I stop in the middle of what I'm doing and I'm really dizzy, and I'm sure that the worry look comes over my face because I'm afraid I'm going to fall over. Right? So I'm sure that's what people are reacting to, but I'm not willing to completely cave to wheelchair. I'm not willing to completely cave to walker because, but I don't know how safe I am wandering around either. That tip over threat is always there. Can I just curl up on this shelf right here and take a little nap? I'll be fine. It'll be fine. Sandy also brought ham. Okay, I have a question. I have been noticing every time I get a ham lately that the ham is entirely too salty. Have you noticed that? Do you think it's just me, or do you think they're putting more salt in stuff? Because I like salty things, but I want flavor in my ham. Yeah, oh, good idea. That's just smart right there. Get some bone broth going. Absolutely, lady. So this past weekend was supposed to be bulk cooking, and then it couldn't be for a couple of different reasons. My own health and my husband's health being why we couldn't do it. Way too salty. Yeah. Okay, so is that just us because we're aging and we're more sensitive? Or do you think they're doing something different? Are they trying to add more salt to get more flavor? Oh, good idea. I want my husband to do that. In fact, I don't know why I haven't made him. I am going to make my husband smoke hams. Plural. Okay, so I think this page is done. This page is done. How long have I been streaming? I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is a test day. And it's just you and I chatting. If anybody else hops in and chats, that would be a lovely thing. Then we can get more feedback about that volume issue. But we'll have to see if anybody else shows up. But it doesn't really matter. I'm just sitting here working, so I can sit here and work and stream however long. Doesn't matter. All right, I don't think I want to do that again, though. That was number 1, too fussy, and number 2, I don't like enough of these bits to use. So I don't like enough of them. I'm going to put these in some kind of pile where I'm going to either use them or throw them away or donate them or something. Where my desk is so crowded. The fact that 1/3 of this section of my desk is taken up by a kitty blanket doesn't help. 81 minutes. Okay. 81 minutes. I mean, that's a really long time. But like I said, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? If this is just a practice run and I'm just sitting here doing nothing, then what's the difference? Right? I can wait and hang out and see if anybody else shows up, get some further feedback. You never know. Somebody might hop in. Okay, so let's do another. I will do another background set or another masterboard out of these bits because this is nice and easy. This is a whole set of stuff that just automatically goes together, so there's nothing to really think about. The only thing to really think about with these is, do I want to tear them and have torn edges in here, or do I just want to plaster them full pieces? Oh, I know. I could mix up bigger ones and smaller ones. Although the color schemes are different here. But look at that. That goes... Look at that. I could just find 4 that go together, couldn't I? And do this. How stupid easy is that? I'm going to do that. I'm just going to find 2 small ones and 2 big ones and then go with that. I don't know if you were here when I said it, but the stuff that I'm using is from a subscription box that you can get. It is called Your Creative Studio, and I've done unboxings before. You might have seen those. And you get cool stuff, but you get entirely too much of one thing or another. So I am spending... Oh yeah, the drippy, this one, they're fun, aren't they? I'm spending January getting some stock built up of a bunch of stuff that I use, right? And in that vein, I'm creating these master boards that will end up being cut up later. So if we do that, that's pretty cool. I like that. But then the smaller ones, that one kind of goes because it has some more of the peachy kinds of colors in it. So these master boards that I'm making will use up a bunch of that stuff that you just get tons of. and will create pieces that I can use later and cut up for journals. And I'm spending all of January building stock. I don't know if I like that. I think the small ones are too busy. Wait, I got a different idea. This one has even more of the peachy color. This one's still busy, but I think the butterflies being more distinct makes more sense than this chaos. At least for my eyes it does. Come on, more peachy stuff. That one doesn't really go. Too pink, too blue, too busy, too gray. Well, this is the one I had on there, but I didn't care for. But now it makes more sense because butterflies are a thing. Well, I do like it better now. It's so weird what it takes to make things make sense in my brain. Nope. Nope, 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 not you. You're ugly. What about a nothing page? That actually goes also. That might be the thing. Okay. Let's take a look. So, wait. There is the butterfly option. And obviously the word butterfly goes with the butterflies. The colors aren't exactly right because of that big purple thing in the middle. Or something that is more of a blank slate. I definitely like the blank slate better. And now I have one more question for myself. And then I'm going to look up to see if you've been saying anything. If you have any opinions on this page. Now is the time to share them. Okay. Do I like it better if the blank slate is on the bottom and the butterflies are on the top? Do I like that any better? Yes, I actually do. Also, I think I like this better in this direction. I might have to trim the butterfly page off because I like it better with all of the butterflies showing. And I have some space to trim. Okay, so I think I'm settling on this. And remember, this will all get cut up and be covered with some other stuff, design elements of some sort, right? To make it go with whatever journal this page goes into. Butterflies on the bottom! Oh, pain and woe, misery is mine. Okay, butterflies on the bottom. I mean, clearly you're wrong. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Being a smartass. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Whoops, I pushed it out of screen. Don't do that, lady. Let's see what we got. Like that? I like it. Okay, now I changed it. I'm not touching anything. This way, I'm not going to touch anything. You changed your mind. You want the butterflies back on top. And this down here. So we're going to do this one here. And the butterflies on top. And all the way showing butterflies. I am apparently letting you design this page. I chose the materials, you choose the plan. Is this now your favorite? And I'm not... Ha! Okay. Okay. We do have quite a delay. So, say your yes again if you meant it for this right here. Double down. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. I think we're on the same page now. Okay, so first, second, third, fourth. That's easy enough. Easy enough. Let's get this down. And then we're going to have to pull some of the pinkier ones out, because there's some really pretty pink ones too. And I'll do a page the same way with the pink. Uh-oh. Now I don't remember which way this was, and I think I just changed the direction of it. Good grief, girl. Good grief. That's all right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't stress. Okay, now I want to make sure all the butterflies are showing. But leave no gaps and don't pull them off the page. So about right there. That's about 3/4 of an inch off the page. I can do that. 120. I said yes at 127. I mean, leg is an issue, right? You gotta figure out ways around leg. Too funny. 3/4 of an inch off the page or so. Tuck that right into that edge. Come on, scoot your butt over. About like that. That should be good. Let's find out before it gets too dry. Yep, that should be good. Next, this guy. Boy, you couldn't get any easier on a collage page though. Just 4 pieces of paper and you're done. Would you like to see my other collage pages? I'll show you what else is in the book if you're interested in seeing what I've done so far. Or we could take a tour of the almost finished Defemorember book if you'd like to see that. Okay. And lastly, this one. Yeah, I like this one in this direction better too. That's lots better. Oh, I'm sorry. I will watch. Do that again. Oh, you did. Okay. So, I mean, whenever you hear me answering, that's how long the delay is, because I sat here and watched till your comment came up. If you want to time it, I will watch for your next comment and I will immediately respond. Okay, 1:31. It does still say 1:31 at my house, but I responded and read it immediately. So I have very little leg from your house to my house. The question is, how long is the leg from my house to your house? Oh, all right. Well, I mean, that's not terrible, right? That's not terrible. Leg on streaming can be much worse than that. I know that I can't handle the leg at all, so I am actually watching my own video when I check on, the screen and how it's going and if I'm staying in view and all that kind of jazz. I'm actually watching it through the streaming software I use. Because the leg drives me bonkers. Yeah, I assume that that's not exact, right? But it must be under a minute. Okay, let's trim that top one and see what we ended up with. Hopefully we will both be happy with this page. You hung up. Too funny. Okay. There we go. What do you think of the once a month Sunday brunch? Oh, I did. Oh, you're right. Gosh darn it. Okay. Well, now I had it upside down and I completely wrecked it. So we're about to find out two different things. One, if I have another one of that, because there were two of everyone, but I might have already used it. And two, can we find a replacement we like? Because, gosh darn it all. Was it supposed to go under the drippy rose? I thought it was on top. I thought it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it was 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to try to find the other one of that. Because I liked that best. So what do you think of the Sunday brunch idea? And no, I don't mean as a commitment that you would show up, right? Because I know that you're very busy, but the once a month live streaming as an update to what's going on. I thought maybe that's where I could do an update for the panning project I'm doing because I'm failing miserably at that, and then do an update of what I accomplished in the studio for the month and what I'm going to do for the next month. And then, have it be a visiting session like this. It looks like, gosh darn me, it looks like I've totally screwed up our plan and now have to find a different one. I don't mind trimming it so that we're not over the drippy rose. Actually, I like this one just fine. It's a little more pink than I would like it to be. But as an alternative to what we had there, I think this one's okay. That one is definitely not. What I could do though, since I'm willing to cut it, is I could just find a different big one that matches better. So maybe this. That is okay. I'm assuming okay means not great, but possibly suffice. But look at these would definitely go better if I could figure out what bit would be in the corner. What do you think of that? Wrong flowers, right? Tiny, like almost the wrong tone. Too orange. What about that? Oh, I might like that one. I know, and I wrecked it. I tried to get it off quick before it dried too much, and the edge just dried too much. It just did. What about this one? No on the lily. Okay, good. No on the lily. I threw it aside. I can't accidentally touch the lily ever again. I like that picture a little bit, but I don't like it with this with these other pictures. Did you like the umbrella? I think the umbrella's too orange. I like the swan, but I don't want to cut up the swan. Let's see if... Gosh, that's pretty. Not quite right, though, I think. Oh, wait. Here's something that's like completely generic, just like that other completely generic page. What do you think of this one? I'll call this the whiteboard. It looks like a Victorian whiteboard to me. Not a swan with the butterflies, no. The swan is pretty, but it's just not right, is it? It's just not gonna cut it. What do you think of this, though? Because I think this kind of goes. It's really just another blank slate, right? Like the blank slate that I wrecked. Let's see what else there is. Oh, okay. Okay. So I have some more fun stuff to try. But it does leave a very light corner. And the reason I don't mind it is because when these boards are cut up, I can put borders on, and I will probably ink the edges to make them look finished and lopsided shade-wise. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I have some more stuff to try. And I'm just going to flip through them quick, and you tell me if you like any of them. Okay? I will name them this time so that you can name it and tell me what you like. If any. If any. Here is macarons, which I think are ridiculous. But I have to use the paper somewhere, so, I mean, I'm not sure where, but at some point I'll use this, right? Did I bump my camera somehow? I'm a little lopsided. Okay, let me get get the book straight so I can see if I can tell what I'm doing. Okay, so we have macaron. I don't know what to do with. I don't know what to do with black cookies. Here is a different lily. Here is a different bird. Looks like he would get cut off weird, but look at this bird. What if this bird was up here? Not with the butterflies. Here is just a vase of flowers. A lamp. Corset, bodice, something number 1. Color-wise and such, this one really goes well, but how weird is it? I mean, what journal would I use that in? But it goes really well. And how about wings? Also goes really well, but not with butterflies. Okay. So I'm waiting to see what you say. We have vase, bodice, wings. I didn't do the other bodice. How come? There's another corset. Corset number 1. I know, right? Corset number 1 goes, but you're right, it doesn't pull in the butterfly colors that much. But wait, look, if I pull over a little farther, look at this rose right here and this kind of edge color. This kind of pulls the butterfly colors down over to here, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hear ya. I think corset 1 pulls the butterflies in pretty well, as long as I make sure I get this rose in. Because a lot of the detail on the corset goes with the butterflies up here too. So should I just go with the boudoir theme? I'm going with the boudoir theme, Debbie. Do I need a boudoir journal? Maybe I should cut off this side a little bit. Should I cut this edge down just a little bit so I get more of this edge in? Oh, yes, I definitely should. Look how when this gets really light, not just the rose, but this little bud, whatever this is over here, also matches a lot of this color over here. So I think that really blends them. Okay. I hope you agree, because I think I should just go with that plan. And I'm going to start cutting right there in... Have I caught up with chat? What do you mean? Is there more chatting? Am I missing something? What am I missing? Okay, so wings goes good with the drippy rose. Corset 2 is too close in color. Have I caught up with chat? I think I'm caught up with chat. Is something wrong? Oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just missed it. I think Sometimes I think I'm caught up, but they go by and I miss them. Well, hello, Darcy. How are you today? And thank you for stopping in. This is my trial run at streaming, so I'm just kind of hanging out. Debbie, meet Darcy. Darcy, this is Debbie. We are sharing opinions about making this page right here. And you thought wings went with the drippy. The wings do go with the drippy rose, but you know what? I have another drippy rose that I will put these wings with, because this is a different aesthetic to me than this is. And I can combine these three with this. But if I do this, then it feels like this is something separate from that. So, Darcy is another artist. She does a lot of the same things I do, right? She's a junk journal artist. And I met her during Defemorember, and Darcy is like the complete opposite of me when it comes to stuff like this. She has this crazy talent for not stressing about stuff, right? And she just throws things together and they end up looking great. Where if I am left to my own devices, I will sit and stress over stuff forever and ever and ever. Ugh. All right, so we're going to go with corset down here because I think this really kind of blends the thing together better, at least in my head. And words I can't think of. They just completely went away. I will create another page just for you, Debbie, with the rose, drippy rose and the wings. And maybe even the other wings, right? Remember the black wings? Maybe we can make like a super gothic drama page. It is only paper, isn't it, Darcy? It's only paper. It's only paper. I'm going to trim this off and see what we got. Let's just trim this chunk off and see what our page looks like. This is the community effort page. I love that. Someday, Darcy, someday, I, too, will stop overstressing. Did my top corner come unplugged, or is the page curling? Yeah, the page is definitely curling. It will recover at some point. So, Darcy, a couple of things since you are here. Number one, can you please tell me how the volume is? Because I was having serious problems, and this, number two, is a test stream because I'm thinking of doing one Sunday a month, the first or last Sunday of the month, this stream, and calling it Let's Do Brunch. And someday you'll be more organized. Yeah, me too. Someday when we grow up. Right now I just like playing with the paper and the glue and the scissors and the paint. It is a very childlike craft, isn't it? I think this that we do. Debbie mentioned that she does the bracelets and they're gorgeous. I didn't know that you still made them, but they're just beautiful. Okay, so also, I think you probably already recognize this stuff, but I am using up, like when we do stuff like get stuff from an AliExpress or a Temu, or if we get stuff from a subscription box, we might get tons and tons and tons of one thing. How do you use it? That's why I'm doing sort of rectangle filling in masterboard, right? There's your creative studio. I didn't know what to do with this background paper. I'm going to save it for later. But I did one in smaller rectangles, and then I got really lazy and did just one in great big rectangles. And now I think we're going to go super gothic. Drippy rose and wings. Let me find, and maybe that darker corset. Let's find some pieces that might go on a super gothic page or two. That one. I'm not going to go lily. The other lily and this lily both make me think funeral. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not ready to make a funeral journal. It just feels wrong to me. Oh, I already got the bird. Okay, I already got the bird. I already have the white wings. Where did the dark wings go? There's the dark wings. There's the underella. And here's some more. Not that one. You know what? I don't have another drippy rose. Debbie, I lied to you. I didn't even mean to. It was an accidental fib. I swear. I bet I used it on one of my other pages. Gosh darn me. I haven't used very many of these, but I apparently used the other drippy rose. All right. I think we can still make a gothic page, but I want to look. Yeah, nope, that's wings. That's not a drippy rose. There's the drippy rose. Oh, don't look, Debbie. I even cut it all up. I apologize. Okay, so let's see what you guys have been saying, because I've been talking a lot. Up to 100 and even could turn it down a skosh. Volume is good on your Android phone. Oh, good. Awesome. Thank you, Darcy. Haven't made any bracelets for a while. Yeah, Debbie, you really need to get into your studio or craft space, or whatever you call it, but you really need to get into your art, because Debbie, having a peaceful turn off your brain time helps you manage spoons. It's true. You see some of your creative studio stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to create masterboards using just massive amounts of the stuff that you get way too much of. Umbrella and wings go together also, so we're going to try that right here. There isn't enough color in the lilies. Oh, okay. And Darcy, grungy painty papers to put with these. Yeah, Darcy, you're entirely right, and I might do just that in a minute. I'm going to do this first because I said I would, and because it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. But I do have some other stuff here that we could fill in with, and I am getting a little too lazy. Let's start mixing it up a bit. Yeah. And, Darcy, I've been wanting to have a conversation with you because I keep hearing you talk about how you have recovered your energy, and I don't want to get personal in comments on your videos, right? I comment on your videos so that they get attention and just whatever, but I'm not sure what you recovered your energy from, and you certainly don't have to tell me, but I'm glad you did it. And if you have tips on how to do it, boy, share. Let's see. That's kind of fun. I kind of like this. The umbrella is just so flippin' orange. That's, I mean, it doesn't play well with others in the set because it's just so orange. And Darcy, you said 2 on one side, 1 on the other, fill in with book page. So what if, here, wait a second. What if the umbrella was down, the wings were up, the corset was on the side. Don't move. Stay. And we filled in. Now I could certainly get better music pages or book pages than this, but what if we had a decent book page and filled in with book page like that? And like this. Is this what you were talking about, Darcy? I think this is the picture I got in my head when I read what you said. I could even just tear that off and put another strip of it right there. Or wait a minute, here's an orangey kind of page that goes the other direction. Hold on. Hold your boats, ladies. Okay, now I'll come back to you guys. What you doing? Just, yeah, lazy is where the just glue it down happens. In my case, lazy today is just throw some rectangles on a page. Wingtips touching the top of the page. Oh, okay. So move this up. Gotcha. Now what are we saying? Oh. Okay. Darcy, thank you for sharing. That I'm always nosy. Just know that about me. So if we ever talk again, which, you know, we're likely to, just know that I'm nosy and you can always tell me stop it. Just say, Cheryl, stop it. I had some iron infusions just this past summer. And I don't know that it did me any good at all. I'm glad you are feeling some energy return, and I honestly don't know if it did me any good at all. And maybe I need more. Holy buckets, were they expensive? Yeesh. I know script can go sideways. I know. Darcy and Debbie, here's a true confession. I have a gigantic problem doing that. My brain is having a mini meltdown right now, right before your eyes. If you could see what was in here, looking at the sideways letters makes me a little crazy. I am such a flippin' weirdo. Try umbrella on the side and corset on the bottom. Oh, okay. Yeah. So the wings drip into the corset. Should I even put the corset on top? But like, I could even trim that too and have it more like that. Then have the orange text at the bottom because I like darker colors at the bottom because I like to feel like everything is anchored. We could have the umbrella trimmed just on the side, so overlap it a little bit. And we could put the top text sideways because I should push my frickin' limits. In fact, maybe I should push my own personal limits and turn this one sideways too. Oh, good grief, girl. Okay. Ta-da. I am certain I am not alone in my my crisis mode over sideways text. It's so ridiculous though. So I'm going to push my limits. If you guys approve this page, I am gluing it down just like this because I kind of like the colors and the mood and everything. And I will push my personal limits. Only one sideways. Okay, I can do that. So I would do it this one, right? Because this is the only this direction text page there is in that little tablet. And I love the way this orange really anchors the other oranges in there. All right. Are we approving? I think we're approving. So the texts go down first, then the corset, then the wings, then the umbrella. Okay. I might get used to it. And I like pushing limits. Partly because it keeps us creative, as I'm sure you both know. If we do something out of our comfort zone, we have to be more creative. And I like that because I hate getting stuck in a rut, right? But also I realize how ridiculous I am. I watch people like you, Darcy, put their text sideways, and I'm like, that's so cool. And a lot of the other random things that you do, and that you work so fast sometimes and just don't even make decisions about it. You're just like, yeah, that's cool. Bang, done. And I'm like, I'm not even kidding. I am envious at that skill. Not even a joke. I am the kind of person who can spend 2 hours in Target shopping for a pair of socks and leave with 0 socks because after 2 hours I am too distressed and confused and don't know what I want. So, you know, there's that. I should challenge the ridiculousness of me right out of me. All right. I did it. I glued down a sideways text. Look at me go. Okay, what was next? Corset was next. And we pulled it down a little bit. Okay, we want wings pulled up to about there-ish. So corset has to come down to about there-ish. Again, 3/4 of an inch. Must be the magic number today. Decision fatigue. Yeah. Yeah, it is decision fatigue. It's just so ridiculous that I stress that much over a pair of socks. I mean, there are reasons I distress that much over a pair of socks, but that's not even an exaggeration. That's an actual example of things that I have done. Socks are difficult for a reason. Oh, break time is over. So are you actually leaving or are you just saying that? And what are you off to do if break time is over? Do you have to go put that stuff away now? At Costco, really? I just last week got a Costco membership. I used to have one years ago, but I switched to Sam's Club because Sam's Club is so much cheaper. But Costco has cat food that is the best quality for the lowest price that you can find. Well, that I've found anyway. And I've done a lot of cat food research. Little rat finks, I tell ya. But I had to try this cat food because I don't know if you guys spend this much time stressing about what your cats eat, but I now have 4 of the little rat finks, and I need to find a way that is consistently healthy and affordable at the same time. And boy, that's trickier than you might think. Oy, it's ridiculous. Okay, we're going to pull this off the edge just a bit. I do want it to join up like that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're good. Let me see what you got. What does Debbie say? Calendar alerts, break time's over, which days you're in town, and I will absolutely teach you to play cribbage. It's not that hard at all, but it's a fun game. Oh, does he? I didn't know that. That's hilarious. Okay, you go pack up Christmas. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for helping me figure out my streaming. I have to get super soft socks too. Like if you ever have slippers that people knit, right? I've had like I think Marlene, maybe even Debbie, you Marlene, Darcy, Marlene was my aunt. She has passed away now, but I think she gave me a pair of knit slippers once, and I can't wear them. They're actually painful. If the knit is too coarse in a sock, it hurts me to walk. It's stupid. It's stupid. But yeah, there's a reason I get stuck on socks, but it's still ridiculous. I mean, there's no two ways around it. How much I can get stuck in my head and not make a decision. Debbie, I sure appreciate you helping me figure stuff out on this little test stream. See you, bye. All right. I say, yeah, I know. I should be nicer and not call it stupid because I'm not the only one that's like this, right? I say it a little tongue-in-cheek. I just like to laugh at my silliness. I just do. There are so many things that make everybody unique, aren't there? There just are tons of things. One of the things that makes me unique is how insanely sensitive I am to everything. My body has decided that I live on the wrong planet, and that is why I am the alien variety of zebra. I have one of those diamond art kits that is a zebra in teal and purple colors, which is kind of amazing because I love that color scheme. I haven't finished it yet because diamond art is not really my cup of tea, but I really want that zebra done because it is a self-portrait. Someday I will do that. Bye. I did not see that. But yeah, actually that might help. Because, oh no. Okay, no, Darcy. I Wish I had met you. I wish I had met you ages ago. Another light bulb moment from you. Watch. You said that. I read it. I read. Did you see where I said, look at the text as stripes? It might help you like it better. And I looked over at my page and I'm like, okay, you're not text, you're stripes. And it took like a second to click in. But the stripes, right, the stripes right here are flowing into the stripes of the drips off the umbrella. Your other one of where you could take scraps and if it doesn't match this page, turn the page. I said it to you and I said it in my video where I did these other pages. And I'm not even kidding. What a light bulb moment that was. Again. It was hilarious. I just loved it. If the thing in your hand doesn't match, turn the page. Hello? Yeah, it does sound pretty. That zebra is pretty. And I'm a little sad that it has spent so much time in my drawer not being tended to. It needs to be tended to. All right, now what? Should I do another recipe book page? Oh! Okay, so Darcy, a couple of things, just for you specifically. Number one, this is only a test stream, and I'm just sitting here doing nothing, right? I am thrilled to pieces that you hopped in, but you can hop out, say goodbye anytime you wish. And if nobody's in the channel, that's when I'm ending. Because this is just me trying to remember how to run my stream software and how to stream and blah, blah, blah. So if you have to go, you feel free to say so. Because there is no set end. I mean, I could sit here for the next 24 hours and that would be fun too, but, I'm just saying, don't feel like you have to stay if you have stuff. Oh, that's true. Okay. Very true. The other thing I wanted to tell you that is just for you is that you showed this book. So I did a little bit cry when Winnie the Pooh went away because 1965 is when I was born and I want a Winnie the Pooh book. And I thought, oh, she has my Pooh book. Okay, that's just silly. But for real, right, is the recipe book that you showed, New England something, right? I loved that one so much that I went to a thrift bookstore and I ordered it and it's on its way to my house. Because I got this, here, wait. So this page and this page are made out of a Your Creative Studio box that was recipe based. And I don't want to make I didn't want to make a recipe journal. And now, because I've had this stuff and I've made these master boards and I had some feedback from some other people, I've thought about it longer and yeah, I'm going to gather stuff and it might be fun to make a recipe journal. And I liked the pictures that I saw in your book so much that I went and got it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just loved the pictures so much. I thought, yep, I need that. So I have all this Your Creative Studio orange kind of kitchen recipe stuff. And I have another set of paper that mixes orange and blue. And then I have a digital kit that is digital flowers that are orange and blue. So I have a lot of material that I could use. I just have to get my head around the concept of a recipe journal. I don't want to just make a recipe book, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I want to do, but I'm gathering stuff in any case. And I can't wait till that book gets here because what fun. I just loved that one. I just loved that one to pieces. gosh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit here and craft stuff. I don't know when I'll turn it off. Probably when my husband gets up from his nap. And happy lunching. What's for lunch, lady? Inspire my... I really should eat something now that you mention it. All right, should I make another recipe book page? I think I kind of should, because I still have a whole bunch of stuff. But I think what I'll do is pull aside, that's not recipe book, that's art journal. I think this is art journal too. Did I mix up two piles? Oh no. No, this is art journal pile. Okay, there's a reason it looks like this. But I wanted this page in all its iterations for the recipe journal. So this is all part of a different Your Creative Studio box. That had all art themed things. And it looks like I should do another art theme page. At least I can get my head around art journals. That makes sense to me. Put that one there and that one there. Those are all going to recipe book. This one might too though, because I have that blue and orange stuff going on. I'll divide it. I'll put one of it in the recipe journal stuff. I don't really like this to make another recipe journal page out of, so I think I'm going to put this aside with the other recipe journal stuff and save this for the book itself whenever I decide what that book looks like. With that in mind, maybe it's time to make another art page. Let's see what we got here. This could actually be more generic because I'm not going to use the vellums. They just don't cover. That's a sticker page. But if I pull out the light pages, maybe they will scream to me, "We're a thing!" Okay, that's all that's left of the light art pages. I could glue that whole thing on a page and put this whole thing here. This is the laziest masterboard yet. 2 lousy pieces. Wait. Then we can maybe go back to the text idea. Maybe even push my limits. Yay. Maybe even, let's see here. Some of these orange pages are just so dark. Look at them. How about this one? How about this one maybe? Oh, you do still have to eat. It's important. Manjaro, isn't that a diabetic medicine? Itchy ears. Excuse my little temper tantrum right there. Ooh, upside down letters. I mean, how much am I really going to push my limits for today? Chicken sandwich and carrots with dip. Excellent choice, lady. Healthy and delicious. I haven't eaten anything yet today. I have a terrible time eating early. Terrible, terrible. Okay, I'm going to put this one on top and this one on the bottom because this one's a heavier color, even though that one's darker. And I am going to put it sideways because I really have to get over this stuff of mine a little bit anyway. And I think I'm going to cut off a chunk of each one so I can put them in more than one place. And I think I might do torn edges too. Let's stop just gluing rectangles. Let's really get into something here. Yeah, it's important to eat. My energy is a little erratic right now because the only thing I have in me is coffee. Not the greatest choices. But then I'm kind of known for not making the greatest choices. So I like these pieces. I don't mind making a page out of just these 4 pieces. But I think I'm going to put this down center and tear this piece. A little bit wonky-ish. And then do this like that, probably. Get out of my way, little guys. Maybe something like this-ish. Here's the funny thing. I don't know why I stress so much about placement and position and direction when you know darn well this is a master board and it's going to get all cut up anyway. It's a little bit on the ridiculous side. You know what I really should do? I'm going to step away for half a second because I have, ouchie, ouchie, oh, right over here on the other side of my desk, I have, well, this isn't very impressive. Well, crap. I thought I was going to do better than this, but I'll bring over what I have. I have more than this, but as I said, my studio is pulled apart. Okay, this isn't aged enough for my liking, so I guess I'll just throw that on the floor. This is barely aged enough for this. Oh, but it's a friendly color with that. Okay, I'm happier with this than I thought. But what if I just put music bits in the background? Instead of this or in addition, I'm not sure. But I will just tear off a music page and see what we think of this. Suni, what is the problem? Why are you crying at my door? I know, you can't get in, huh? sweetheart. You have to wait, honey. Because if I let you in, you will just crawl all over what I'm doing. Meow. I think I like the music page with this. I think I like the music page. All right, Suni, you win. This ought to be fun. Could you lay on your blanket instead of walking all over my work, please? That would be lovely. Would you like a true confession? Here, watch. Of course she's... Get your butt out of the camera. Come on your blanket. Get on your blanket. On your blanket. Watch. Look at the mess. Can't even show it to you on my camera. Doesn't tilt the right way enough, but yeah. I'm sure you are familiar with what happens after we've worked for a while and throw all of our pieces in a pile. Throw them all over there. Stop. Lady, stop. All right. Look at, you've already caused havoc all over my page. Lady cat. No. Stop. Okay. She may be dictating when I end streaming because she cannot handle the fact that I've locked her out of the studio. So I let her back in because she was crying for a long time. Poor little orphan kitty. Nobody loves you. Nobody ever feeds you. Nobody ever plays with you. I know. Everything is horrible in your life, huh? Oh, wait. I'm kind of liking that. I mean, it's kind of empty in the middle and it's got nothing, but that's not bad because there's nothing wrong with that. This is just a background, so that's fine. Yes, this is my poor unfortunate soul. Oh, you poor little thing. Poor little girl. All right. I am liking this. So I'm going to figure out what the heck I'm doing here. I kind of want a torn edge on the top of this thing, but I don't want to just obliterate this orange. So I'm going to tear really thin. As thin as my fat little fingers will allow. And then we're going to glue that on. And I want a torn edge on the top of this one. Because it's going to go up there. I need a straight edge on this one, but I certainly can't tear a straight edge. Let's see if I can cut a straight edge. I think this is hilarious. I know I'm not alone in this boat either, but I am a paper crafter / artist person, and I can't cut a straight line with a scissors. To me, that is flippin' hilarious. That cracks me up every time I think of it. Okay, I think I can get away with that. So I think I can use this in 2 spaces. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do. What you doing? Why are you digging in my scrap pile? Just helping make a bigger mess, Mama. Making a mess is not the part I need help with, Lady Cat. She's literally digging through my scraps. She's not the only one, though. I have 4 cats in this house, right? And they actually kind of really love tissue paper. I mean, it's crinkly, it feels good, it's fun to play with. You can tear it up. You're right, you can tear using a regular ruler. Why in the world do I not have a ruler down here? They're sitting right next to my head. Okay, there's that one. I don't need to use a ruler to tear this one because I actually can't. I'm going to have to actually cut this one. Oh, here I do though. Ha! Look at that. I win. I'm going to have to cut the bottom though because I want this line on the very bottom, and I've torn it so raggedy that in order to get it on there, I'm going to have to put it super close to the edge. Got an itchy nose, you got an itchy nose. All right. All right. Let's see here. Your paper and plants. I am a little bit shocked. I have a violet upstairs, an African violet, and I'm a little bit shocked that it survived because my cats had an obsession with the thing for the longest time. And it's still alive. It is quite shocking. Am I just going to glue this right down in the center like this? I think I am. And let's see. The torn edges are looking lovely. Out of my way. Out of my way. It finally has flowers back for the first time in probably a year and a half. So I'm impressed with its strength. That African violet is a survivor. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this. Oh, Suni, Suni, Suni. You're going to drive me absolutely bonkers. Girl. Do-do-do. Whoops. It's okay. It'll all be all right. Wrinkled paper is just fine. Curly paper, on the other hand, is a pain in the rump roast. There we go. Something about like that. Squish. There, commitment made. Sign my life away to this page. Commitments are made. What? Shaking your plant? My African violet did get stronger from abuse. It stopped. Oh, dark humor. I'm sorry. Dark humor is my absolute favorite. Oh, it survived its abuse and is now stronger. Oh my. Oh. Shaking a plant to make it stronger. I wonder if, is that a real thing? It can't be a real thing. Plants are in nature, they're out in the wind and the forces and the what have you, right? Is there a thing to when their fibers get all stretched out and challenged that they grow more fiber connections? Maybe. Oh, see, my sciencey brain just went, I wonder if that's a real thing. Okay. Now, what do we want to do else to this page? Because right now, this page has got not much going on. And it's supposed to be the art page. So, I don't want to use the sticker. It might be all I have left is the sticker pages. Oh, nope. I got the texture ones. There we go. Let's put some more art on this art page. Oh, I'm going to challenge my direction sensibilities again. So this one I used on the other art page and laughed at myself because I can't put things in directions other than, the way I think they have to be. But I like these tubes of paint. And what if I put them over here on the edge by this other tube of paint? And now they're all sideways. Oh, now what? Suni, I'm going to kick you out of here if you don't stop. I'm not even kidding. Try me, girl. Or how about over here by the paintbrushes? I like that better. I like this better. I'm going to do this. Gosh darn it. I like that. Suni, I don't even, oh, good grief, girl. I'm putting your water down on the floor. Okay, here's how. My problem with my cats being in my videos and on my art desk and walking through stuff like she's just about to do is my own fault because I spoil them rotten. Here's how spoiled this one in particular is. She has a little crystal ring bowl on my desk where she needs to drink water out of that. And I have to fill her, it's really little, so I have to fill it for her all the time. So I actually keep a dispenser bottle of water so I can fill her ring dish. I just put it on the floor. Now she's stressing out. Where's my bowl? Where's my bowl? I put it on the floor. Cat. Ha! Take that. Take that. I think I'm going to put a torn off version of this big fat paintbrush along the other side. I kind of like this big fat paintbrush being with this water bowl. Oh, no, we got to tear the bottom too. Silly girl. Silly girl. We're not having any straight edges right in the middle of a page. I got to stagger the height though, so I think I have to go up. And it either has to be a little bit or a bunch. It's going to have to be a little bit. Right there. I found it. One night I sent a little tiny short video to my son upstairs. One of the cats doesn't come downstairs at all, so I don't have to worry about her. But the other 3 were all on my desk. So she was over here on her little blanket. I actually have a blanket on my work desk for her. Her little brother was here, and her big brother took up the entire L part of my desk. That is our lot in life, isn't it? Spoil 'em rotten. Spoil 'em rotten. All 4 of my cats are orphan and or / rescue kitties in one way or another. So they all have kind of special needs, which is seriously funny because I know that you've seen that I am an alien zebra, and I actually have an adult son who is, he's 40. I don't think he'll ever live on his own. I think he'll need to live in some sort of supported situation forever. But having a house full of special needs cats in a house full of special needs humans is, it's pretty hilarious, really. Okay, I trimmed the edges off of those pages that were hanging over because I have a hard time seeing. I forgot a side. I have a hard time seeing what's what with the straggly bits, and I'm starting to get a little my eyes are starting to get a little overwhelmed by this page. I want to add something that helps me tone it down, but I don't know how to do that unless I can see clearly what the page entails right now. So right now this page is really full of a lot of vertical stuff going on. I don't know if I should worry about it because it's going to get cut up. On the other hand, I wonder if I could just add a little bit of more another piece of horizontal music bit, just to kind of add, like, would it hurt to add more horizontal, or would it help? I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna try ripping off a very specific piece. And I think this is a bit silly because I have torn ragged edges on the art bits and the previous music bits, and now I've done exact torn edges on a new element. This might be ridiculous, but what if I tuck this in here and tear it off just as it comes to the paint? I'm going to actually do it but not glue it, and then look at it in my video screen because things look very different if you're looking down at them on your desk than they do if you look up and see them in your screen. I don't like it on my desk at all, but I like it in the screen. What if I had another bit and added it like that? Or like this. It kind of helps that little spot, but it doesn't stand out enough. What if I did that? That's weird and I like it. Do I have a circle punch? Only one little tiny one. Why do you ask? Would a circle look good on here? I don't know why, but I like this. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to look at what you said and see if I missed an opportunity. Streaming lag is a thing, isn't it? Streaming lag is a thing. Itchy nose. Itchy nose, Suni. Why won't my nose ever stop being itchy? Drives me nuts. Okay. There we go. This page kind of speaks to me because now I have a couple of super straight edges, right, in a very sort of organic kind of feeling page all about art. And honestly, I need a logical, scientific understanding of art that I do before I can be creative. I'm not alone in that. I've met other artists who say the same thing, and maybe you do, I don't know, but it's kind of a weird juxtaposition of who we are as creatives, that we need logic and understanding, in-depth understanding of real to branch out from real. If an itchy nose means I'm going to kiss a fool, then that is why my nose itches all the time. Because the only person I ever kiss is my husband. And he's a fool. No, he's not. No, he's not. But, I could go with that. Okay, if I get him drunk, then he'll go around dancing in the streets, hugging trees. So, a little bit of a fool. Why not? You do want things to relate to each other. For me, this is a page that just screams me. Not because of the colors, because I don't know. I just have a problem with orange. Don't care for it. Whatever. But concept-wise, this screams me. It has some straight lines. It has lots of curvy lines. It has art stuff and music stuff. And every time I'm doing some kind of themed journal, I am playing music that makes that theme for me. So this is all about me. And there's Suni's crystal water bowl. Just whatever. Suni. Let's tear out 3 more pages and make another one. It's getting harder to tear out pages. Let's see if I can bend this to get this bit out. I don't want it in my way. Music is art. You are not wrong. Music is also math. So, that's one of the many ways I know that I am not alone in the things need to be scientifically correct before I can be creative, because that's been a truth in art forever. And it's not everybody, but it's a lot of folk. And I don't function well without music. It makes sense to me. I was born to a household that had a super appreciation for music. I have 3 parents who are highly creative human beings. My mother is hugely artistic and a fabulous cook. My stepfather very poetic and very, he didn't play any instruments or sing or anything like that, but very much into music. So I was brought up around it all the time. And my father, who died when I was very young, but who taught himself how to play guitar and was in a very popular band in the 50s and 60s and had a big contract and did touring and was on the radio and stuff like that. So, he taught himself how to play guitar after being told by a guitar teacher, when he was a kid, he wanted to take guitar lessons, and the guitar teacher told my grandparents to forget it. He shouldn't even bother trying. He's never going to be able to play music. and then he was kind of famous for it. Kind of famous. A little bit. Yeah, absolutely surrounded by music. So it's just the artistic bent, and the music is just sort of ingrained in who I am. Sometimes I go for a very long time without listening to music, and then I'll put one of my playlists on and go, oh, why? Why haven't I been listening? What's your favorite kind of music? What are you into, Miss Darcy? I'm just buried in a mess here. Just absolutely buried. You didn't help, Bella. I mean, Suni. You know, I didn't care for this tulip paper, but I might have used it at some time. Lady. Oh, gosh, darn you. Here, what is this? Look at this giant pile of tickets. I hardly ever use tickets. These came in a Your Creative Studio box, and I'm not even sure what to do with them. It's just tons. And they're cute and all, right? But they're cute little accent pieces. But I just doubt I'm ever going to use them. Look at how pretty that one is. Could I make a masterboard just gluing ticket strips next to each other? Let's find out. These aren't stickers or anything, are they? Oh, they are. I think they are anyway. This looks like it has a backing on it. Good grief, I'm covered in glue. Get off me. It is a sticker. Well, crap. Whatever. One. You like regular music. Yeah, same thing. Well, I listen an awful lot, but anytime I stop and then go back, I like, oh, yeah. It just does something to my soul, I swear. Just glue them down on some masterboards. Yeah, I really should. But on book pages, that's a good idea. I'm going to overlap them a little bit so that I don't have the holes, because I'm not putting a backdrop on this paper. I'm just going to try this and see what happens. And I think what I'm going to do is not even overthink it much. I'm just going to pull one of each of the bigger ones out. If I stagger them around and stuff, I will, there's a whole stack of smaller ones too, so I can fill in any holes with that. I don't know what I'll do about these edge holes right here, but maybe I just trim the page there when I cut it. Who knows? All right, where was I? I think I might have lied. I don't want to overthink it, but I don't think I want this red one in there. The red just doesn't go for me. Let's add that one because we got some blues in there already. That one mixes up the blues and purples, and let's see how far that goes. Okay. I'm just gonna glue these down, and they're stickers, so I'm just gonna unsticker back them and stick them down. Good grief. Laziest crafting session ever. I will stagger and overlap and see what we end up with. Don't even think about which one's next. Just pick something up. That part I might regret because I'm going to end up with color imbalance. And I don't like color imbalance. Let's do that. Okay. All right, I've made a decision. This is going to be my last one before I stop the stream. Then I have to go make goulash because I promised goulash for dinner. And I suppose I should go get that done. What did you say? Gesso to the rescue. I was going to say, what did you say about Gesso? Gesso to the rescue. Yup, you're not kidding. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Yipes. Come on. Almost. There we go. I put that one on way too lopsided. I don't have to be super exact with the straightness, but I do want some sort of straightness. And I ripped a hole in it, so I moved the hole to the bottom. Okay. The itchy is driving me nuts. I think I should take some meds. I think I need to get my bottle out. Where are my meds? Okay, right there. Okay. Let's see, right about there-ish. 2 more big ones, and then I'll have to fill in the holes with something. You know what, Darcy? I don't hate this. I birthed a sticker. I did. Oh. Hot dogs and coleslaw for supper. That is a fabulous classic dinner. I had coleslaw with something last night. What did I have? I don't even remember. I don't even remember. Okay, so I am going to take a smaller blue one to put on the edge here. And then I'm going to use this other multicolored one to fill in some of the holes by cutting the individual tickets apart. And I might even switch some and put them sideways. Let's see if my brain will let me. We shall see. There we go. I birthed a sticker. I did. Just a little further. Come on. All right. Let's chop these off and put them. Wow, the printing is really bad on this one. Let's see what we can fill in. Okay, so I really shortchanged the bottom. I am going to turn these sideways. I really am. I mean, look at me living on the edge. Pushing all the limits. I'm going to take this blue one and put it in the opposite spot. Because I think a little blue up here would be good. Okay. I like both of those choices so far. I think the concept would get helped along a lot if I covered up the bright blue swimming pool thingy jobber, or Blue's Clues thingy jobber. And let's take this one and cover up the bright yellow. All right, let's find some more bits. Let's find some more bits to put around. Oh, I love this green. There's still too much to fill in though, isn't there? Here, let's find a big one that I can cut up some more, because that's a lot to fill in. How about this one? I don't see that this... Oh, it's this one. Okay, I was going to say I don't see it anywhere, but yeah. I think I'm going to cut these apart and fill in some bits before I do more little ones. For instance, right here. There. And right here. If my brain ever explodes because of a suggestion you make to me, Miss Darcy, then I think you should consider that a successful day. Sometimes we need to be challenged, don't we? Yeah. It's just a good thing. Okay. This one has actually several places it could fill in. How about... I'm just kind of tired of the pink over there. I guess you're going to go right here. Okay. I still need a couple of fat ones, though. Good grief, man. Okay. I'll just do 3 more, and they'll be blue. 1, 2, 3. and they're blue. And this one has to go down here because it's already at the top. This one shoot rats bummer. Wait. Maybe not that one. Maybe this one. Come on. Good grief. Separate, will you? You don't have to be a pain in the rump roast, you know. It's not a rule of stickers. Put that one right there. And then I think we'll put this dark one up on the top to repeat this pattern. And then pull out a couple of little ones just to there's a couple of holes to fill in and just to, you know, continue with the theme, and then trim it and see how it looks. I kind of want to do a green and peach one. I guess I'll have to do that after I make goulash. Because my poor skinny little runt of a husband is not going to survive if I don't make goulash. I mean, that's kind of true. He needs to eat up. But I'm kind of just joking. There we go. All right, so I kind of don't like how equally spaced these might end up, but I'm going to try covering the little grooves with smaller sideways tickets. I don't like what I did there. I'm not gonna pull it back up though. It just gets too risky. Should I put something brighter on there? It's too much toward the red. How about a couple of this one might show up nice, like this one right here. And there's no rule that says the small ones have to go sideways. My husband is on the same boat as yours. Just saying. Just saying. I can pull that way up and just kind of ditto that. And then what else will go? Not the tulips. This is a little bit more whimsical than the page in general, but I still like it. And the color's right. I'm gonna do it. I'm actually not hating this. I thought I might hate it because of how busy it can get. This could very easily go overboard. I think the only reason it's kind of working is because I made sure that I didn't include every color, right? So it has some cohesiveness. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is really busy. But it's not, like, sensory-wise, this could easily have just overloaded me and I would just hate it. But I'm not finding that's true. And I think that's because I kept some of the colors similar. It's also partly because the colors are muted in this particular set anyway. That will lend itself to being a background piece. I can't even picture how and where I'm going to use this page, though. This is so not my style at all. So if and when it gets chosen for a journal, might be kind of interesting. Because it too will be out of my comfort zone. Okay, wait. I did not get... I need to get all the bits trimmed and then we'll see what we got. You know what we got? We got a bunch of little sticker chunks stuck to us. That's what we got. All right, this side. Come on. Oops. Trim. There we go. That's an easy way to clean up. Just pound your hand down on all the sticker bits. Cleaning done. All right, I'm getting a little loopy. I might have been sitting in my chair too long. All right, what do we think? That is a lot flippin' cuter than I thought it would be. That is a lot cuter than I thought it would be. So a lot of people right now are trying to, like, a lot of the people that I'm watching right now are trying to continue kind of the theme of Defemember if they're doing Junk Journal January. I forget, are you doing it? I thought you were. I get things awful mixed up. I'm sorry. Please don't ever be offended when I forget stuff, because it's a little foggy. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of people are trying to push their limits and expand stuff. I am trying to focus and center and find my artistic voice. So I'm trying to go with themes. This is still pushing outside my comfort zone. Believe it or not, I'm not a floofy kind of girl, and this is a very floofy page. I know you're focusing on your studio. You're doing a great job. In fact, I like what you're doing, and you're doing a great job. Keep doing it, right? You taught me another thing. I find you very educational. You did the use it or lose it, right? And you did the buckets, but when you were sorting out your books and threw some of your books in the use it or lose it pile, I really like that. I think when I continue to rebuild my studio, I'm going to create a pile of that, and I'm going to save it for like June or July, maybe July, because I'll start the second half of the year with a reboot, right? And just in July, restock stuff I've used up and have a whole space of use it or lose it. I'll do a Darcy tribute. But I have a hard time throwing some of the stuff away that's like cooler stuff, right? But sometimes it's gotta go. So use it or lose it. I'm gonna make a whole pile of that stuff. All right, I've had a great time hanging out with you two. Thank you so much for spending time with me and this little, trial streaming gig. it's been very enjoyable for me to meet you, just sort of in general in this community. So thank you for everything, and thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you next time. Bye.